Hello friends, subscribe to this channel and please do share it with your friends, like and do give comment with your feedback. Thank you.
Another day, another story. Episode 3, The Tesseract Threat. Samantha sat in the briefing room with the other members of her team, listening intently as their mission was explained to them. The fleet had received reports of a dangerous new weapon being developed by a hostile alien race known as the Tesseractions. The weapon was said to be capable of destroying entire planets with a single blast. The team's mission was to infiltrate the Tesseraction homeworld and destroy the weapon before it could be used. It was a dangerous mission, but Samantha had been in the United Earth Defense Fleet long enough to know that danger was just part of the job. As she made her way to the shuttle that would take her to the front lines of the conflict, Samantha felt a sense of excitement and fear. She had never faced an enemy like the Tesseractions before, and she wasn't sure what to expect. When the team arrived on the Tesseraction homeworld, they found that the reports had been true. The Tesseractions had indeed developed a powerful weapon capable of destroying entire planets. The weapon was housed in a heavily fortified bunker, and the team knew that they would have to be careful if they wanted to succeed. Samantha's team spent several days scouting the bunker and gathering intelligence on the Tesseractions' defenses. Finally, they were ready to make their move. The team approached the bunker under the cover of darkness, using their advanced technology to slip past the Tesseractions' sensors undetected. They managed to make it inside the bunker without raising any alarms. The team split up, each member taking a different part of the bunker to search for the weapon. Samantha and her partner, a skilled hacker named James, made their way to the main control room. Once inside, James quickly got to work hacking into the Tesseractions' computer systems. Samantha stood guard, keeping an eye out for any incoming threats. Suddenly, an alarm sounded. Samantha spun around, her weapon at the ready, but she saw no sign of any Tesseractions. It was then that James turned to her with a look of terror on his face. "Samantha, we have a problem," he said. "The Tesseractions have detected our presence, and they're sending a team to investigate." Samantha felt a chill run down her spine. She knew that they couldn't afford to be caught. If the Tesseractions found out what they were doing, their mission would be a failure. She took a deep breath, trying to calm her nerves. "Can you hack into their systems any faster?" she asked James. James shook his head. "I'm trying, but this is some of the most advanced technology I've ever seen. It's going to take a little while longer." Samantha knew that they didn't have a little while longer. She made a split-second decision. "James, first need you to cover me," she said. "I'm going to go out there and take care of the Tesseractions myself." James looked at her, wide-eyed. "Are you crazy? You'll get yourself killed." Samantha shrugged. "It's a risk I'm willing to take. Besides, if we don't destroy that weapon, the entire galaxy could be at risk." With that, she charged out of the control room, weapon in hand. James followed close behind, covering her as she made her way down the hallway. They encountered several Tesseraction soldiers along the way, but Samantha was able to take them out with her. The two of them encountered several Tesseraction soldiers along the way, but Samantha was able to take them out with her expert combat skills. James provided cover fire, taking down enemies that threatened to overwhelm them. As they made their way through the bunker, they encountered more and more resistance. The Tesseractions seemed to be ready for them, and it was becoming clear that they had underestimated their enemy. Finally, they reached the room where the weapon was being held. It was a massive device, glowing with a strange energy that made Samantha's skin crawl. She knew that they had to destroy it, but she also knew that it wouldn't be easy. The Tesseractions had placed powerful defenses around the weapon, and it would take a concentrated effort to take them down. Samantha and James began to work together, taking out the defenses one by one. They worked quickly, but they were also careful. One wrong move could mean disaster. As they worked, Samantha felt a sense of urgency growing inside of her. She knew that time was running out, and that they had to act quickly if they wanted to succeed. Finally, they had taken out the last of the defenses. Samantha turned to James, a sense of determination in her eyes. "Let's finish this," she said. They charged towards the weapon, weapons blazing. The Tesseractions fought back fiercely, but Samantha and James were able to hold their own. They worked together, dodging and weaving around the enemy's attacks, until finally, they were within reach of the weapon. With a final burst of energy, they destroyed the weapon, watching as it crumbled to the ground in a shower of sparks. The Tesseractions were defeated. Samantha and James stood there for a moment, catching their breath and taking in the sight of their victory. But as they turned to leave, they heard a noise coming from behind them. They spun around, weapons at the ready, only to see a group of Tesseraction soldiers approaching. It was clear that the battle was far from over. Thanks for watching.
Lovely day.